Hello again. So here we are, day two. Um, I just want to make it very clear that what I intend here is to help you as much as possible. I don't have all the answers, but I have experienced um, those levels of stress around exams, and I've seen it for a good many years now, as I said yesterday. So, the first thing is exams. What a completely false environment that puts you and your child or teen under incredible amounts of pressure. Yes, we all have pressure in our lives, but this is such a false environment, taking a full snapshot of our child. And the whole build up to exams for parents as well is very weird. You have to go from being a parent to some kind of ruthless person that has to force your child to sit down and download stuff and use various resources and flashcards and Quizlet and whatever it is, or books. If you're doing SATs, there's those books you get, and you sit your child down and you encourage them to do as much work as possible. What a weird situation. We're being put in a situation where we're like creating a barrier with our kids because it looks like we're being horrible. So the first thing is to say this is not normal. It's not a normal environment, and even the teachers are stressed to the hill. It's got mad, absolutely mad. So I will be doing these posts, and I'm going to ask you some questions to ask of yourself. And these are the kind of questions that I ask myself. And believe me, I've experienced a lot of stress. And I know these are my go-tos, and they're really important. And yes, I have done a lot of training. I've done endless training in schools and with hypnotherapy and reflexology. And these are the nubs that I come to, and I want to share them with you because we're all grinding, and I just want to help. So, what comes to mind when I say to you, how are you? What comes to mind immediately, and go with that? Then, how's your sleep? You might want to do this as a scale of 1 to 10, and over the next few posts I will be doing more on that. So I don't mean to be a doomy person, but in a way I am, because this is a difficult time, and it's actually in those difficult times it's actually really a good opportunity to go, oh, phooey, let's get a handle on this. And also bring back the relationship with your kids and try and help them in exactly the right way, and also be the anchor for them that shows them in times of stress you can do this. You don't have to grind and grind and grind from the age of 11. You just don't. It's mad. So how's your sleep? How is your mood? What's your energy like? And where are your thoughts going? Are you ruminating? Do you find that you're going over the same thoughts again and again? And when was the last time you felt totally at peace? And I mean the totally at peace where you don't go, oh, this is really nice, but I've got to do that in a minute, or I've got to do this, where you just went, oh wow, this is really nice. Invariably, if you get to go on holiday, because a lot of us don't, but invariably it's only on holiday where we go, oh, wow, this is what it feels like to relax, unless you come to me for reflexology or hypnotherapy, just saying. So, and if you are that parent or carer, because these are questions you can ask whether you're, whether it's with teens or kids or not, this is a really good thing to do for everyone. It doesn't matter what age. If you are a parent or carer, what are you noticing about your teens and tweens now? Do you notice them behaving slightly differently? And have a think about, when I ask you that question, what stands out? Have you noticed any slight changes? They might be massive changes right now. And what is it that lets you know that they are stressed? What have you noticed? Same questions: sleep, mood, energy. What are they saying? What are they not saying? And sometimes stress results in people not saying anything and shutting down. So this is where you get granular on body language, and you should be doing it for yourself as well. So when I've said these things, have you noticed that you've started to sink down a bit? Or, what's your breathing doing when I say mood, stress? Have you noticed that it's very shallow? Well, these same things you can start to notice in your little ones or your big ones, just look at their body language. How are they sitting? What are their mannerisms? And then if you are at that stage where there's been quite a few arguments about how much revision you should do, are they spending too much time on the computer, gaming or whatever, and we go around marching around saying, oh, you've got to get off this, you're going to have a timer for this and a timer for that. If you are in that place where there's quite a lot of explosive behaviour, what is that doing to you? When you go on a plane, they say put your oxygen mask on first. So what has that confrontation done to your relationship? And there's a very simple tip to use here, and this is going to be the first of hopefully a lot of tips I'm going to give you. If you feel that you're about to go into one of those situations again, either put your hand on your tummy. No one needs to know you're doing that. It just looks like you're standing there, but put your hand on your tummy and just stop and pause. An emotion at its height takes about 90 seconds. So if you can give yourself 90 seconds to just stop whatever it is that's about to happen, and then take a pause, observe what's going on in you, try and bring the shoulders down, or are you gritting your teeth or, clenching your jaw? Are your fists tight? And just wait for those 90 seconds, because it's going to start to come down. It will start to come down. And then not only observe what's going on in you, but observe what's going on in the other person. And then proceed with caution. Think about, this is an incredibly false environment. We are being put in a false situation. So proceed with caution. And then short circuit what was about to happen by taking another deep breath in. And if you can't work out what to say because your emotions are running very high, and we'll get into that in another video, but if you can't work out what to say, here's a tip I learned from Thich Nhat Hanh, from the brothers and sisters in Plum Village, and it's stuck with me forever. If you can't work out what to say with a loved one, just give them a hug. And I don't care. Mine are both taller than me now. And so they take the opportunity to take the mickey out of that. But those hugs are priceless. Much more priceless than those A-level results or getting 100% in SATs. It's the hugs with your loved ones that are really gold dust, and they impact every area of well-being now and much later in life. And the hug that the Plum Village brothers and sisters taught was you hug, but you hug for 3 breaths. So it's 3 deep breaths in, deep breaths out. If you've got pets, you quite happily do that with your cats and your dogs and guinea pigs or whatever. Chinchillas, I don't know, snakes, spiders. But that is really, really important, is just stopping. So I'll leave that there today. If you've got any questions or any observations, do put them in the comments, because I really want to help you. I've taught stress reduction in schools for many years until the funding was cut. So I would love to be able to help as much as I can. So I hope you got some benefit from this, and I want to be as valuable as possible and, you know, deliver as many tips as I can to help you on your journey back to being parent and teen, parent and tween, carer, whatever, once all this madness is out of the way. Have a good Saturday.